Project 3D elements. This is an important topic because you'll be able to use this later on in the part design unit of this course. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I have a solid model here. What I'm going to do is I want to create parts to grow off of it. I want to use lines from the solid part to create pads from. And what I mean by that is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to first select a position sketch. And I'm going to select the face right here. Now, Project 3D Elements is only located within Sketch. So that's located actually right down here. And you'll see that there's other project element features as well. But I'm going to focus in on this because this is pertinent to helping you design the parts later on in part design unit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select that. We see here we have a projection dialog box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select elements to project. And what I'm doing is I'm going to select lines or elements to project onto our sketch. Because right now, if I cancel out and I select that, I'm just selecting the solid model. I see the lines, but I can't use them. So in order to use them and to get solid lines off of them onto our sketch, I'm going to select Project 3D Elements, and I'm going to select this line, this one, and this one. And next I'm going to select OK. And when I kind of deselect them, notice they turn yellow. And I'm going to I could use them as they are, but I need to cut and trim them. So I'm going to create my own lines off of these lines. So to do so, I'm going to select this one, and I have a choice now. I can select Convert to Construction Element in this pop-up menu here, or I can go down here and also select to Convert to Construction. And I'm going to do that to all of these. Now, what this allows me to do is when I go ahead and select any of these circles, lines, or rectangle features and tools, it allows me to be able to select on those construction elements. And notice here, and I'm going to select on them, and I'm going to select into that point and make sure that that little blue concentric dot is filled. It's a little hard to see in this, but when you're on your own screen, you'll be able to see it. So there we have a rectangle that is connected directly to our solid model. And I know that because when I exit out, and I'm going to create a pad from that, and I'm going to select OK. This is now all one piece. Now we can use Projection 3D Elements on planes as well. So let's go ahead and select this plane here, and I'm going to select our Position Sketch. Under our Sketch section, I'm going to go ahead and select our Project 3D Elements. And this time, instead of selecting edges, I'm going to select the face. And I'm also going to select this face here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a triangular truss here on this wall. So having these elements selected, I'm going to select OK. And notice now how we have our projected 3D element, or our line, projected lines. Now again, I want to convert these to construction. And next, I'm going to use them and notice I'm going to get those points so they're perfect onto our model. And actually you can use that to climb and place them on that constructive element. And then also I'm going to do the same thing this way. Notice my little concentric circle, the dot is filled. That means I'm on the point of that element or line. And before I kind of create my cross triangular truss, I'm going to select my constraints, select and right click, and I'm going to go all the way down to my line object, and I'm going to make sure that I set a constraint of vertical, to my line, and now that it is constrained, it's light green. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to select this line. I'm going to make that horizontal. So now, the reason being I did that is that if I change my length, I won't have to worry about it veering off left or right of my original projected line. So now I can go ahead and connect the dots, so to speak. And once that's finished, I can exit the app. I can then select Pad. I'm going to select Mirror, Extend, and select Preview. And if I like the way it looks, I'll select OK. And there is our part, and that is projected 3D elements.